What did we do, Brian? What did we do yesterday?
Well, let's talk about... What day is it today?
Today is
November 2nd?
Wednesday, November 2nd.
We flew out on October 30th, Sunday, and when we got there, we got to the airport at 6. They messed with our flights a little bit because there was a time zone change or something like that. Then we got on the plane, no problems. And it wasn't until we got to England where they forgot to have a captain on our plane.
He had to leave. He said, "You know what, guys? I'm going to leave. Goodbye."
Yeah, he had one too many. What the hell did I drink over there? Some fire stump or something lovely like that. But yeah, we didn't have a pilot for a bit, so we got to hang out in England for a little bit longer, and then we got to Ireland. And Dunboyne, probably still pronouncing that wrong, but they have a nice castle, nice city center. So we rabble-roused the first night a little bit, got a pint. But then yesterday
we got Chinese food.
Yeah, we had takeaway, and
nothing else was open.
Nothing else. That was the last spot. Had to go pick up some euro because they don't take cards. And then Tuesday. We lost a day flying to Dublin. Tuesday was Dublin Day, and we did good job.
Yes, we had 8 hours. Yeah. 8 hours really is all we had, and we got up and had breakfast. Very nice English, Irish breakfast. Irish breakfast with black pudding and white pudding.
Gray pudding, blue pudding, all the puddings
all the
were
above.
there.
That's very cool over there. Those hilly things.
Irish hills.
Then we proceeded to drive into Dublin,
despite all the recommendations to take the bus.
But that would have taken an hour, and we ended up having free parking.
Dan Dooley gave us his car for a reason.
Yes, to drive.
And we took none of the upgrades for a reason. We wanted to drive this little guy, the Ibiza, I-B-I-Z-A.
Ibiza. It's a cute car.
Sounds right.
Nice car.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove into Dublin, and we went right to the Guinness factory, the Guinness storehouse.
Like a bunch of alcoholics going to. It's the adult equivalent to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
It really did look like that.
Yeah,
it really did. Might have been based.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka might have been based on the Guinness factory.
Yeah, it's all outside stone building, older than time itself. And then you walk inside, and you're immediately standing inside the world's largest pint glass. And then you proceed to learn about how it's made in a very quick and efficient, yet visually evocative museum-type exhibit, which capitalized the capstone event was learning how to pour the perfect pint.
Yes.
So now
we did it properly. We did not make four-leaf clover in the.
Colin did a better job than me. I didn't even try. You had a couple lines in yours.
I had some lines.
But the key to all that is there's 6 steps. Do you remember all 6?
You start with the glass 90 degrees, 45
degrees. Oh, that's not even the first step.
A clean glass.
Yeah, clean.
No lipstick on it. He said no lipstick.
No lipstick, no kissy.
Yes.
All right, where are we going?
We're going the first exit.
So we're taking a left. Great.
Taking a left. See, everybody look.
Everybody, this is called a roundabout.
Roundabout.
It's like an intersection, but they put grass in the middle of it, so you can't help but go around the grass.
And then we are getting onto the R156, which is what we've been on, haven't we?
I don't know. It's all so confusing.
So take the third roundabout. Third exit.
N4 in 5.
Yes.
That has a picture of tea and coffee and 2 people.
See the bikers? Wave. Hello, bikers.
Hello, Irish bikers. But then, yeah, you grab a clean glass, and then, yeah, like you said, you have 45 degrees, and then pour up until you reach the little harp. Well, actually, yeah, you. Then where
The
now?
second exit? No.
Okay. That's one. Well, that's one. This
Not
one.
exit.
This one.
No.
N5.
Yep, you are
Okay.
good. Good job.
Great.
Well played.
That's what I was looking for. Then yeah, you fill up to the golden harp on the mug, and then you start to turn it till it's straight up. And then where do you stop?
Stop right above the 1770. No, what is it?
Above the Guinness, like right at that harp, basically, like 3/4, right?
Yes.
And then you let it sit.
So the trick, the idea was that the water that they use in Guinness is the most important element.
Yeah.
And it was Arthur Guinness signed a contract with I guess the city of Dublin to agree that he got special access to water, sole access to water that was in the mountains above Dublin.
Yeah.
So it's not the river, it's direct from the mountain. And he signed a contract that says he gets to use that water exclusively for 9,000 years.
Yeah.
That was the agreement in 17 something.
1790. We're terrible historians of Guinness.
Yes.
But we love to drink it now.
We did.
We learned how to
taste
drink
it. Yes,
Yeah.
taste on tip of your tongue the sweet, then
the malt, and then you had the barley in the middle and the sides
Mhm.
of your tongue, and then in the back, that's where you get the sweet, sweet taste of hops. So I love that part.
Mhm.
And they have 6 different types. At least that's what they said.
Yeah.
4 and extra stout. The draft.
What is it? Bat 13.
Yes. Yeah. Hop House 13. That one's a special one in my book. Then there was one more. There was the Pilsner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now 13 seems like an interesting number because this morning we went to the 13 Cafe. Or
Yeah.
Cafe 13.
Cafe 13. Roadhouse. There's a Roadhouse back there.
There's
That's
the Roadhouse.
Patrick Swayze's movie was based on that Roadhouse.
So we just got on the highway here, the main highway, the N4, but we were driving through just like countryside, just small roads and little towns with their big church.
One
there.
main road where
Yeah.
you had the stone fences on either side.
Mhm.
A lot of people in their 50s and 60s milling about. I see like a lot of kids and a lot of seniors.
There's a lot of kids and a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
Nothing in between. Where do
What
they
happened
go?
to them? Yeah, it's a big mystery. It's like adults of the corn.
Salt of the corn. So at the Guinness we got our beer, we poured our beer, and then we went up to the gravity bar, and that's a 360 degree. You can see all of Dublin from any direction in Dublin.
Yes.
And we could see Trinity College, which is where we ended up going next. We walked from the very nice lady at Guinness told us the secret is it's free parking at the Guinness store and no one checks it, and so she's like, just park there all day and go walk.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she told us that because otherwise in Dublin there's no parking.
Yeah, it's street
don't park.
parking, and if you think it's bad in Los Angeles,
There's no garages.
Yeah, there's no garages. There's no shopping centers with 3-story buildings solely to house your motor vehicle. So you really just have to fight for it. But it really promotes walking.
Yeah.
And it was very quiet because of that. Because the roads were only about 2 lanes at any given point. So you had the city bus, and that was probably the most loud vehicle out there. But even that was quiet. But yeah, we were able to take a nice long walk to Trinity College.
Walked around, walked into one of their buildings. We didn't see the Book of Kells, but that's okay. We
would have had to drop
see that
coinage and had a student lead us through. But I don't know, it's just nice to walk through and be
nice
there.
college, smaller but very nice, very old. It's actually it was one of the oldest colleges in all of Europe. I think it was 15 something that it was started.
You know, one thing it didn't have that my college had?
that?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. No Chick-fil-A on campus.
No, not
In fact,
yet.
No, we did see the cafe, or the cafeteria, but,
subterranean.
yeah.
But,
That it was.
so they have room to improve, is all I'm saying.
I could have a Chick-fil-A.
Could have a Chick-fil-A. But then we kept walking. The next stop was the Anthropology Museum, right?
Yes.
I just called it the Irish History Museum.
Irish history, which it was, and we learned about your namesake.
Yes, Brian Boru. That's my mother and father named me after the great Irish warrior king Brian Boru. Who basically said, "I'm in charge," and killed everybody who didn't think so.
And
united
the
colonies.
the great battle of what is it called?
Calamari. I don't know.
Calamari.
Yeah, it's
Calamari. No.
It's nice C
But
word.
what I found so interesting was that they haven't found any archaeological evidence of this battle. They don't have any kind of remains or weapons or anything, but yet they have like dozens of accounts about this battle. So they have written information from not just Ireland, but I think England as well, that was saying, Brian Boru, had fought the Vikings and had won back Dublin, for good. But just they don't know where it took place. Obviously, Dublin was so much smaller than it is today.
But it's still fortified, and part of the tactic was to get the opposing force out in the open and meet them in the grounds. But yeah, the whole museum was cool. Like it seems like everything prehistoric, no matter what region you're looking, it's very similar. Here's their crude instruments that they used to break other rocks. Here's the first canoe that they would ride on and just bore out a tree trunk and things like that. But then getting into the artwork, like the Viking artwork, and all the different influencers as people learned transportation and boating, teaching others their techniques. Found that most interesting.
That it was.
Which led us to, that was the last real constructive thing we did, right? And then we went down to Temple Bar.
No, we went to Castle,
Oh,
Dublin
right.
Castle,
That makes
which we thought
we almost
was
missed it.
closing.
Yeah.
But no, we went down there, and it's more of like almost like a convention center for governments, So because Dublin or Ireland was part of the UK, it's not like their own business, but they had like royal facilities where they could, house any kind of visiting guests and have. And this morning on BBC Breakfast, we saw them talk about. I forgot what the story was about, but they were.
It was
showing
about the
there
Brexit.
at Dublin Castle. Yeah, they were
Yeah, they were hosting there.
hosting people at Dublin Castle.
And that was, a wonderful building. And then they had a lot of, a lot of pride in terms of the separation from British rule in the early 1900s. That fight. So there's all this artwork associated with the social change and the heroes of those times. You got the next
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 19 miles.
Oh, goodness. Still 19.
13 miles.
Okay.
And then we went to Temple Bar, which is not a bar. It's a popular street that a lot of tourists, I guess, go to. But it's the classic kind of look of tight, Europe, and lots of bars and pubs and different things and.
Meat pies.
Yes, that's what we had. We had the steak and Guinness meat pie at the Norseman.
Yeah.
After we went, of course, onto the bridge across the river Lafty. Forgot what it was
Liffe. Butchering everything and sounding like we're
Yes.
black culture. But you know what? Forget it. And then the bar was nice, and the music was fine. But it's funny because it was an Irishman singing top 40s.
Yeah.
Mostly.
We were like, no more.
Yeah.
And all these billboards for McDonald's and Disneyland, and we're like, no, we want to get away from that.
But here's the thing though. They had those are the street signs were at a minimum, there's barely any.
No.
The street names were plastered onto the buildings themselves rather than having their own pole or being stuck to a light. And then those advertisements that we saw, they couldn't be more than 2 or 3 feet wide by 6 feet tall, and those were on the buildings as well. So
yeah, it's true. At least it wasn't like giant billboards.
Intrusive.
It was like, yeah.
I mean, even that Disney one matched the brick that it was in front of. Like they did that. So, but yeah, it's seeing those and then hearing him sing Bastille and Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Granted,
like, no.
adding the Irish accent helps
Right.
a lot. You should go and love yourself. How do you think? Yeah, so it was great. But then eventually he got into some old Irish jigs. Blowhorns, I think is what he's calling those.
Blowhorns.
And
Those were good.
made it back. We picked up the car at 7.
Right at 7, so we weren't, because they said they might close the gates at 7, so we didn't want to miss it. But we did. We got some
Jaffa cakes.
Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, we picked up some niceties, and the intent for grabbing these Jaffa cakes was for this drive, but by the time we left the castle this morning, we had eaten all of it. The Jaffas, the Penguins, and the Nicks. What was it called?
The Nicks.
I think it's a 3-letter cracker.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
We had to buy some more of those. Tuck.
That's what it was.
There it is.
Yeah.
So we had to buy some more this morning and bought some fruit, and then had another Irish breakfast, but at a different place. Like I said, the Cafe 13. And
But
then,
last night we went to a different pub.
Yes.
Got to watch the match between the Celtics, not the Boston Celtics, but it was
the Celtics and
then the
German
MGB. Yeah. It was terribly hard to pronounce name. Besides that, we head back. I had another pint, and then we were tired, so we went to sleep. Now we're in traffic.
Now we're stuck in traffic here in on the N5.
Listening to Heartbeat. Perfect. Yeah, we had breakfast, and then the intent for today is to get to Ballyfarnan, and there's a castle there, obviously, because that's where we're staying. But this is a very light day. It's a day to figure out and kind of take in more of the rural setting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're driving through the heart of Ireland here, so I think that's what we're seeing. Lots of construction here. There has been a fair amount of construction on these roads.
Yeah, the roads are clean and without hazard. They do this lovely thing where in the States, we have, when there's construction and everything's restricted to one lane, you have 2 gentlemen or a work lady on either side with slow and stop sign, and then you have 2 people out there doing that to regulate traffic. Here they just have two stop lights on timers, just plant them, and
they say the number too, so it's not just red, it then also says, counting down. You have 90 seconds to wait.
90-second stop, so you don't go crazy thinking this thing is obviously broken.
Right, and
robots
then you go.
Are stupid. Yeah.
Cool road.
Well, what's the next town we're rolling up on?
Oh yes.
Might be able to stop off.
Oh, that was the lake that I was thinking we could look at.
Oh, it didn't really seem like.
Oh, I guess we got close to it for a second, but
Just gotta leave wood.
oh, Edgeworthstown. We still got a little ways to go. We got 2 more cities to drive by, and then our towns, then Edgeworthstown.
That's the big one.
That's the bigger one, yeah.
Yeah. that's the thing.
So,
Dublin
yeah.
is 500,000 people in the city center. So it's pretty busy, but...
It was, and there's so many people. I mean, just walking around it was like, you know, trying to dodge people and...
Yeah, that was frustrating. How much dodging was happening on the sidewalks. Seemed like, because we drive on the left side, it's like half the people want to stay to the right on the sidewalk, and the other people want to stay on the left of the sidewalk. But again, it was still so quiet. It was great.
And you notice we're getting more hilly here. We were pretty flat and pretty like sheep and, you know, and all of a sudden we're getting more hilly, and you see there's a little castle up there or something. That's cool.
Yeah.
Now that's a cool looking bar.
That's a bar.
It's closed right now, but...
What? It's 12:30. There should be at least 7 Irishmen in there. Church is over. There he is. He's going for it.
There he is.
That man of the place.
By the time he gets there,
He's opening Tony's bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, friends.
Friends?
Friends.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know, ourselves.
Oh, yeah. The only people who are going to watch this in its entirety, sheep, are you and me. In 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Good. 7 years to this day.
7 years.
November 3rd.
Right. We will meet again and
We will
watch this on Space YouTube. Because we're living on Mars.
Space Tube.
Coming to
7
you
years.
live from
Damn,
Space
that's pretty
Tube.
good.
This is BBC 4.
This is BBC 4.
Alright. That's a good account. Did we miss anything?
No. For now, that's what we have.
Yeah.
We'll check back in
That's all we
tomorrow on our way to Donegal.
Yeah. And if people don't like what we're talking about, they can just look out that way and turn off the sound.
That they can.
Just have us up as a screensaver.
Alright, goodbye.
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 Contrary to popular belief, Ireland does have rivers and lakes. Yep.
Yep.
You're filming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's wrong with you? Not doing a steady camera, right? Oh, maybe you are, yes.
Oh, maybe you are. Look at that red. What do you think?
This way.
We are. We made it. Hell yeah.
That's a castle.
Now this is where we want to be.
Where do we want to? Down my arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just had to have a splint for the weekend. And of course it got better by Monday.
By Monday.
Yeah. Went back and go to school and not worry about that nonsense. Speaking of nonsense.
Hey,
Look at these guys.
sheeps.
The sheepses. They're not just any sheep, they're Irish sheep. It means they're mad all the time.
He does look pretty mad.
Yeah. They're roughaging.
Hey, sheeps.
The barbed wire is not to keep us out. It's to keep them in.
There was this movie in New Zealand we watched called Black Sheep.
Yeah.
And it was like about, I don't want to say zombie sheep, but like sheeps.
See, this thing, they're not cows, so they don't care. Oh, there's one.
Oh!
Oh.
Come back.
Running away, eh?
She was able to produce the show, and obviously has become Rachel Ray, right?
Mm-hmm. You okay, Richards?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Why would you be able to stay, you know? And under $40.
Right.
It's cheaper to have a screen that has one light, one brightness.
To Hell's Hole. You see it there? The main car park is about 4 stories.
Landmark, and then the tower is behind us. This is Mullen Head. Disney came out here and built a Star Wars episode. These rocks were here. It was just ocean.
Yeah. They built all this. It's all fake.
They're like, I want to make Vasquez rocks, but in Northern Ireland. Okay. Oh, goodness. Well, last time we checked in, we were in Donegal.
I don't know how well, is it kind of windy?
It is windy. Well, just talking, if it doesn't happen, then it's fine.
Sure.
But then, yeah, we went into town and able to buy a gift for my mom, and then able to town, probably the most county town that we've been to so far. There's actually stuff going on. So we proceeded to go back to the hotel, drop off the car, and head back out. And it turned into the best night so far.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Went to 3 different bars.
We went to more than that.
Really?
Well, total.
Yeah, the Bank bar. We went to Donald's. There's like 2 people.
Donald's, yeah.
And then the Real Inn. That's going.
Classic Irish songs.
Yeah, three-piece band. Guitar, obviously.
The accordion.
Yeah, drum. And then proceeded to stay there till like 2 a.m. or actually 1:30. This guy kept buying us drinks.
He was from Northern Ireland.
Yeah. And so we were just shooting the breeze.
There was an Australian and some Scottish lads and lassies, and
Yeah, we were all singing.
we're all just singing. Yeah.
I was able to sing Fields of Athenry. Get the large old stats. I felt like I graduated from some sort of Irish school at that point. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was. Just to be able to hang out with the guys and just
Yeah, be a part of that.
sing, and it was very Irish. Look at this.
Yeah, this is where they use the miniatures.
Yes.
So they had pod racings back in episode 8, and so they built a lot of little pod racers. And then we finally were able to have Powers,
Yes.
right? Did we have
Powers whiskey.
Yeah, we did.
We did at the. We
Yeah.
were waiting for the taxi
That's
to
right.
show up
We tried
that
to
took us
upset.
into town.
It's funny that we made it our mission to have probably the worst whiskey that's on anybody's menu. So like, really? They try to upsell us. No. That's all I want.
I just want the basic, but we found out it's all Jameson.
Yeah. Oh, we had a nice,
That's okay.
nice
Carling was good.
yeah, that bar I went to. Nobody was there.
I had an Irish cider. I thought it was.
Yeah. And then today we had, instead of going for breakfast at the hotel, we got a nice €4 sandwich
Yes.
at the gas station. Great.
Breakfast in a box. Look at that.
Okay.
7.8 miles. Great. So heading to Derry, Londonderry, if you're English.
Which seems to be like 5% of people say that, so
Right.
we're gonna go with Derry. Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know. We haven't been there yet, so
It's true. We could be just
the
leading
map,
us on like
the map says Londonderry. Apple Maps. does.
Apple Maps says Londonderry. Is
Because
that like
it's
putting
in-
ice in
because
your
it's
glass for
in-
beer? Maybe it's
Yeah.
like that. It's tricking us.
It's in Northern Ireland. It's not in
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know.
my tactic is I
just say, hey, we're
wait,
here.
Yeah.
We made it to the city.
I'm glad to be here. I'm like, oh yeah, welcome to Londonderry. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Londonderry it is. Thank you. I'll have a beer with no ice. Yeah.
So Mullenhead.
Mullenhead, man.
How was it?
Daisy Ridley was there.
She was there. She greeted us. She
yeah.
said, "Thank you for being here today."
She asked us if we wanted a tour. I'm like, how much? Like 6-year-old. Like, no, that's too much.
That's too much.
Nice to meet you, though, Ridley. Like Daisy Ridley. Oh, okay, thanks, Ripley. And then Ripley from Alien.
Right.
No, that was gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like taking photos out here, you don't. Everything's so lush.
Yeah.
It's like the sky is so blue. The waves are crashing. Then there was even bluer blue in the water,
Yeah.
close to the rocks.
Yeah, like sky blue. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so it was just us and a couple Germans looking for mushrooms.
Yeah.
So that was nice too, just be able to by ourselves, just walk up and down the rock formations. It was cold, that's for sure. So we might have some red noses right now.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Tons of fun. Glad we took the drive all the way up there. Farthest northern
Yeah,
point.
it's the furthest we could go in Ireland.
Absolutely. And stopped off at another spot on the way up here too. There's a little sign that said bird watching. Took a left.
Right.
Like caught a brief moment between the rain. Able to take some photos. Gorgeous. What more can we say?
Yeah. Sort of very hidden. I mean, you didn't even hardly see the drive.
Yeah.
And not really even a road, just
Right. Just, oh, here's an opportunity to pull off if you need to.
yeah.
It's great. But, then yeah, we'll get in for dinner. Do that. And then it's a couple hours to King's Court, right?
Yeah, I think it'd be another 2 hours, 2:10 or 2 something.
Fantastic.
From Londonderry.
I have been enjoying the junk out of these sheep.
I know.
They're everywhere.
And the Argyle.
Yeah.
Sheep have multicolors on them.
All of them have spray paint on them.
Yes.
The Donahues.
And they
the
are just
O'Malleys
everywhere. Up on the hillside.
Yeah, they steal each other's sheep. They're all very bushy.
It's almost time to be shaved.
Yes.
Or some of them look, maybe.
Some of them, yeah, maybe it's every month or so. It goes into town with the wares.
We'll have to ask somebody in Derry.
In Derry.
Derry.
Over a bottle of Carling.
Oh wait, can we walk through? Okay. Driving through Cabra Castle,
Our final castle.
final castle of the day, of the week.
What is that? Relaxed grandeur?
Relaxed grandeur. I can see that, you
Yeah.
know, because it's clearly the oldest castle.
Mm-hmm. It's not trying too hard.
But what's cool is it actually feels like a castle, where you know with the knights
corridors,
armor,
yeah.
tight
The
corridors.
unfortunate knights needing to use the restroom. Oh.
So that's sort of the benefit, whereas the others were very modern.
Mm-hmm. And we have a golf course out here, so the grounds, there's much more real estate. But it's a nice, crisp, low 40s morning. We're off to Belfast.
Off to Belfast. An hour and a half.
Mm.
Gonna stop and get our egg and
onion.
Egg and onion.
Looking good.
Looking good. Here we go.
Yes. And see the Titanic, because it lives there.
I don't know if it lives there.
I'm gonna get so upset when I find
like,
out.
wait, where is it?
It's been in the ocean. And maybe Bushmills.
Possibly.
Perhaps, yes. See how the town treats us.
It is pretty far.
Okay.
So last night, this elderly Irishman saw us. Actually, he saw us. We were trying to get into the castle. And we thought the door was locked, and we're like, we can't get in. And he's like, just push it. And we're like, oh.
Yeah, I felt great about that. But then, yeah, he was at the bar, and asked him how he was, and we just all sat down together and started chatting. And so, typical Irishman, the gift of gab, just wanting to talk. So we talked about a lot of everything. He asked about Hollywood and Army and our lines of work. And it was really pleasant. And then he just said I had to go. So
He had to go. He was an older guy. He had to go home. And it was almost midnight.
yeah, good for him. He knew something about everything.
Yeah,
No
he
matter
did.
what you brought up.
He likes to be well informed and
Yeah.
well educated. That's good. Musician.
Yeah, piano and accordion, and knew about the Airy Flex.
Yes.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
So we just keep crossing things off of that bucket list. It's really, that's part of going to Ireland, I think, is just being caught up in a conversation with an Irishman.
Yeah.
And that's really what life is all about, Colin. This is the part of the video where I really try to bring everything full circle and just,
It's not over yet.
oh yeah, I got 4 more hours of this.
4 more hours.
So I'm just going to hold on to this for 4 more hours
Oh,
until
yes,
we run out of
yes.
tape. Because there's tape in here. Psych! We're on the Titanic right now.
On the Titanic.
This is the Titanic.
They chopped off. They're only able to get one,
Stovetop.
stovetop.
So we went on Titanic ride. Learn how they made the ship.
Belfast, SS Nomadic.
Supplies. We also took British soldiers during Operation Ariel from mainland
II.
Europe back to Britain.
So this is where the Titanic was built.
And shoved off.
And shoved off. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
In a very big city, Belfast.
Yeah, now we gotta
A
go
little
check
lost.
it out.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm just looking for silly names. City Hall. Happy Christmas, Colin.
Happy Christmas. We'll take the lot.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
So where do we eat?
Where'd we eat? We ate at a nice little place called Molly's
Yard.
Yard. And hole in the wall used to be a barn right by Queen's University.
real fast. The nicest hole in the wall you could ever go to. It did have a happy hour though.
Yeah.
Special was 5-pound starter, 10-pound main entree, and then a 5-pound dessert. Lovely.
It was, and some Northern Irish beer, which we had not tried.
Yes.
So I'm glad we gave that a go.
Very much so. And we made expert time walking back. Been jaunting for about 25 minutes.
After we had that full meal, so we are very, very stuffed.
Yes. I was able to walk through that cramp on my right side. Now I have one on my left. It's great. It's good.
It's good. It's good for your heart.
Real good for you.
All right.
That guy's enjoying life.
This time I've got the microphone pointed towards us.
No, yeah, you did.
Hey, birdie.
Yeah. So Kilronan Castle has 3 trails you can take around this lake, which is either you're looking at it or you're looking at us. And this, if you're looking at us, turn around. But we're getting wild. 4.5 kilometers of walking, and after 11 miles in Dublin, I don't know if we can make it.
No, I don't think we can.
We should just give up.
We should give up. Take more Instagram photos.
That's right, because we're here for the Instagram. Hashtag who dat?
Who dat? Look at that little island. I like that.
You think anybody owns it?
We do. Let's go put our flag there.
Yeah, let's get a flag and swim over there. Starch out some underwear.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Could work.
Good. I just gotta document this event. So don't stop doing what you're doing. Cannot take photos. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
You have
It's
to
because
delete some?
it does this burst thing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's not a photo worth keeping.
So quiet, though.
If only I would shut up, right? Is that what you're trying to say? I'll get rid of all these. Trying to jump into frame. Stimuli.
There's that duck, lone duck out there. Or maybe that's little baby Nessie. See, he went under. He really did, though. Where'd he go?
Heard you. He heard you.
That's weird. He really did go under. He's not coming back up.
He's fishing. Or upset. Okay. I think I have enough room. You've been more than patient.
Did you take it?
Stuck. Oh. I think I have to delete it from my deleted folder. Know what I'm talking about? What's wrong?
Just looking at those people watching us.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. See, now they're in the photo. Make a face, everybody. Hang on. Let's find our here. This is so weird. There we go. Now the notification's in the way.
Goodbye.
Made you natural.